And we're back tonight on All-Star Fandom Prime. We're going to be talking Eyes of Wakanda. Did you see it? Did they market it right? Was it a great series of 4 episodes? Or did you want a little bit more? We discussed that tonight here on All-Star Fandom. And then also, we talk about the greatest movie to ever hit streaming, War of the Worlds. It's a masterpiece.
Hey, man, don't get up to that.
Such a chef kiss. But people are saying, people are saying it could be one of the worst movies of all time. So that led us into talking about what our top 3 worst movies of all time. We get into that as well. And then one of our new fantasy castings, we're going to be casting our own live action Disney cast. So the movies that they haven't made, what are the ones that we want to see? We get into that tonight. Yeah, a lot to cover. Man, War of the Worlds, man. I just can't get off my mind. Let's go. So, first up, Eyes of Wakanda.
Yes.
Dropped August 1st,
Yes.
I believe.
Wow.
It's an animated anthology series set within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It follows Wakanda's elite covert agency, often referred to as the War Dogs, as they undertake global spanning missions through history to recover stolen vibranium artifacts. Across its 4 episodes, the series showcases diverse areas such as Bronze Age. I think we get a little bit of 15th century China and late 19th century Ethiopia, blending espionage, myth, and action. Central figures include Noni, a disgraced former Dora Milaje, operative sent to thwart a rogue general, the Lion, which was really kind of dope, if you ask me, whose stolen tech threatens historical balance. So this is pretty much the makeup of the show. We go back, they're back in time, making sure that they can recover these artifacts. And again, from what I saw from reports, it says the series premiered all episodes on August 1st as part of Phase 6 of the MCU. So, Doc, this was one of your requests that we do on the show, and we brought it up in text messages before. We didn't really know when it came out. We weren't for sure, but what were your thoughts on this little 4-part animated series trip back to Wakanda?
First off, dog, these 4 episodes were so good to me. I was texting y'all on Friday when I was watching, like, hey, y'all need to be watching Eyes of Wakanda. Hey, y'all need to wake up and watch Eyes of Wakanda.
You were hitting us up.
I don't know what y'all were doing Friday night. I was like, dog, we need to talk about this. Bro, it was so good. And then the fact that they went back and gave you the history of the War Dogs. You know, like, bro, I thought, oh my goodness, that first episode where Noni was fighting the lion.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Man, you talking about an epic fight. Beautiful. If you have not seen it, please go and watch Eyes of Wakanda, streaming on Disney Plus right now. They didn't pay us to say this, but I wish they would. It is an absolutely, it's an absolutely brilliant show. And then on the second one, bro, when with the Achilles, the Trojan War, I'm like, man, the Wakandans were everywhere. Yeah.
And then they did not touch this, but again, this was, we had Sage D. He was like, "Ah, guys, it's animated. It's animated. BT produce it." Well, considering the marketing dollars behind it, you probably thought that they did, because Marvel, Disney Plus, I don't think we saw this heavily pushed at. I won't say at all, but not as much as we've seen them push other things like What If or other series.
You may have seen a commercial twice.
And for me, like I shared with Ironheart, I had no idea this was coming because I didn't see any of this. I saw no marketing for it at all. Because like I said, I'm on YouTube every day looking at stuff. Never came across my feed at all.
Like I said, I only saw 2 commercials myself. So when I started watching it, I was like, man, I don't see why more people aren't watching it. And then I didn't see anybody talking about it the next day. So I was
Yeah,
like,
it felt like it came and went. It's been out for
yeah,
13 days. It's been out
yeah,
I don't
for
think a lot of
nearly 2 weeks,
reaction channels are even covering this right now.
no,
which is
man, it was.
interesting because
Yeah.
I know we get all four episodes straight out the gate, which are great,
Mhm.
but
Yes.
it definitely leaves you wanting a little more as
Yeah,
well too.
it did leave you wanting more. Like I thought we were going to get like 8 episodes, just like what Disney has been doing all summer since
See,
last
and
year.
even this teaser before they moved it up, it says streaming August 27th.
Yeah, but they moved it up to get
Wow.
phase 6 kind of kicked off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we're in that phase now where once
Mhm.
Ironheart dropped, we're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a brilliant show, man. I think everybody need to go check it out.
Jen, your thoughts, and we'll dive into some other things here and there, but Jen, your thoughts on this series?
This was a surprise, delightful piece of Wakanda that I think we really needed, for me personally. And for me, like I've shared on the show many times before, it hits those boxes of where you take comic book and you intertwine it with actual historical events.
Mhm.
I love that in storytelling, especially with fantasy stories that I'm really a fan of. If you can find a way to do that. So this had me, and I thought, wow, whoever thought of this has such a
Yeah.
great imagination to where you still hit the actual points in history that we know that actually did happen, and you
Mhm.
just change the meaning why it happened. And it was because the war dogs were getting their artifacts,
Mhm.
and then how they just tied it together at the end,
Oh,
which
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that last episode, I know we're gonna get into it, and just and how they like, I just didn't see that ending coming at all.
Mm-mm.
With the way we meet the first war dog and how she's been around in Wakanda, and how all these different characters are in different places away from Wakanda for many, many years.
for
Like each,
year, yeah,
Mhm.
like I think what Nani is the only one that goes back in a very short time frame. Everyone else is away for a long
yeah.
time.
Memnon or
10 plus
Bakai, he
years.
was where like 9 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've built relationships, they've built a life outside of Wakanda, and each character after Nani, they have a moment of regret because they
Yep.
know exactly what they're doing, and
Yep.
you
well
see it
they
each time.
and they
um
also said like the outside world changes you too.
Yep.
So
yeah,
like you'll never be the same. Like those experiences change him because, like I said, Bakai he 9 years partnering up with Achilles, man. Like
and they're best friends. Like did you, like the fight
yeah,
choreography in that
that one.
episode was some of the best fight choreography
Yes,
I've
it
seen in a
was.
long time. I was like,
That story hit.
he just grabbed that spear from Achilles.
Yes.
Like, it was muscle memory.
Yes. Man,
That's
So
that story hurt, man.
it,
That was my
it did.
favorite one.
It
oh,
That was
did.
my favorite story, but it boy.
making him the reason why his Achilles got cut. I was like,
Yes.
wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Boy,
No,
that was
Yes.
I'm echoing
Yeah.
everything. Like
I know we're gonna get into it, but
what is
but then
going
the
on?
way they ended it and how they tied it into the first original film of Black Panther, it's genius. This is
yeah,
gold. This
and
is
I
gold.
will admit when I saw the last piece, I did there again. I didn't know how much it was going to tie to the history of what we know already. But
Mm-hmm.
once I saw that like final piece, I was like, okay, that looks
Familiar.
familiar.
That looks
And then
familiar.
especially when he said like the handle
Mm-hmm.
wasn't where I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that sounds familiar. And
Yeah.
just the fact that like we ended with, and we're jumping, we're spoilers, man. Like, are we going to
Go
spoil
for
this?
it.
It's been out
Spoil
almost 2
it.
Why are
weeks.
we gonna spoil it?
It's
Because
just,
it's been out for
it's just one,
No,
it's
2
just
weeks.
one
spoil it.
frame.
Spoil
It's
it.
just
Okay.
one. It's just one frame of Killmonger in that
What?
museum
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
in his fit with his hair, with his hand is in his
Yep.
pocket. You
Yep.
know what happens.
You know what happens after
Yeah.
that. You just know where we're set. And then what I liked what they did with the animation, I don't know if you guys felt this way too, but I had a moment where I couldn't, for a split second, I couldn't tell if it was animation or live action. if it was like the actual moment from the original film. But I was like, no, I think that's the
Yeah, it was anime. It was done so well,
well,
and it was so dope that it was so good. Go ahead, Jen.
And the animation style of this, I
loved it.
Like I don't think I've seen an animation style like this before in a film. And if I have, I just can't remember right now. But this really was just beautifully designed.
Very much all the way through this. Again, we're at a point now where animation is taking a lot more risk. I think that risk started once Spider-Verse dropped, where we're like, everything doesn't have to look like Pixar or DreamWorks anymore. We can do stuff like this. So we got stuff like, What If? We got stuff like Spider-Man. We got new Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, and even like the most recent Spider-Man
on Disney
show
Plus.
was different animation now, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick. This from Sage D again. In Black Panther, Michael Jordan was rocking those video game black guy dreads. So funny thing, Sage D, I think even Ryan Coogler talked about it, or he brought up something. It might have been on Carmelo Anthony's podcast. That hairstyle has become like the go-to hairstyle for black, for cool black people. They gave it to Miles Morales in the Spider-Man video game.
Did they?
That's nice.
So essentially that hairstyle that was created for that movie has spanned into, infused into the culture. And anytime I guess people have to use black characters, they're like the Killmonger.
Give them that,
the Killmonger.
I love it.
But no, that's a funny one. But I love this series. I watched it this morning, so it's still really fresh. And it's every story was great. All the action was great. We got an Iron Fist sighting, which was dope.
Right? We got the Iron Fist in that.
We go through history on this thing too. It's a fun time. And my whole only thing is like, why wasn't this pushed as much? Is there no belief in it? Is there
I'm
no
gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead, Doug.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna tell you why I think it wasn't pushed as much. You got to think about everything Disney Marvel has been pushing this year. And I'm not gonna say this took a back burner. I'm not gonna say anything like that. But you also know one of the executive producers on this particular project is the hottest thing in movies, TV, anime, whatever right now. Okay,
Mr. Coogler.
So yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying it got lost on the shelf, but I'm thinking with all the hustle and bustle of this summer leading up to Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Ironheart.
We'll jump in real quick. That's still no excuse, man, because even though we had those already on the calendar for, we had Thunderbolts, we had Fantastic Four, we had that. But this is still part of what the story you're telling, too. I feel like, especially after watching these 4 episodes. I'm not sure if we visit back, or we can make a visit back to Eyes Wakanda stories and history and stuff like that, which are dope. Mm-hmm. But you can't say like sit this on the back shelf on the back shelf when you end it the way you ended it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what it reminded me of.
When it's all connected within your MCU. This is connected now.
Well, I was gonna say, like when the Black Widow came out, that's how I felt. Like, why are we getting Black Widow now after we know what happens? You know what I'm saying?
Well, they could have easily slipped it in between, but there was also Captain Marvel during that time too. Yeah. So there would have been. Well, we could have handled 3 movies that summer, man. What are you talking about?
But then, to your point, though, like with Black Widow, they didn't have the confidence back then to think that people would be interested in a Black Widow movie. Hence, why they didn't do it.
But then, I didn't know that either. I didn't know that point.
They chose not to do it on purpose, is from what I understood. So, and the fact that after seeing Black Widow, after it did finally come out, my instant thought was, you should have released this sooner.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Yeah.
Like, if you would have released this before the Infinity movies, it would have just revved up the fan base even more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing too. Like even now, I guess once you could go on Disney and watch it in the timeline order, so
Yes.
that makes it's a lot better viewing experience. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
to do it timeline order like that. But yeah, I just thinking to myself like, how did this fall through the cracks when the animation style is amazing? You got Ryan Coogler's name associated and behind it.
Yep.
You have a really like
The voices
the
were
voice cast
amazing.
The-
Like
that you
everything.
have on. You have
The
Chris
music.
Williams as that.
Yep.
Black Lightning was the lion.
Yep. Dude,
Anika
that
Rose,
fight, bro.
She was. Come on, man! Like it was too good to be like.
I mean, I have to agree with Dion. I mean, like what they put into this to make it what it was, the end result, it deserved better marketing. There's no reason why it shouldn't have got it marketing, because the fact that it was planned and they knew that it was coming out, like you can plan for the marketing like you do with all other projects you're doing, because that's what you do. It's like, okay, when is all this coming out? This film is going to come out on this day. This show is going to come out on this day. And when you have that set, what do? You plan the marketing for it. You just
push it out. You
plan to start pushing it out.
Yeah.
So
okay, guys, but what if the person that was over the marketing for this one got fired?
That's still no excuse, because the person
y'all ain't gonna let up on this marketing, are you, boy?
No, because the person that comes in to take that job is told, here's all the stuff you have to push out, including the Eyes of Wakanda.
That dude probably could have been petty, be like, no, I ain't telling them nothing. Get up out of here.
Nope.
Man, well, we all can say, and I hope everybody else on like Line and on YouTube and on social media and stuff like that are actually pushing this out and saying like, hey, this was really dope.
I hope they come out with
it was 4 episodes. Can we get more? I mean,
do you think a second season could come with it with the way they ended it? Because they ended it with Killmonger in the museum.
Well, yeah, it just depends on the rest of the artifacts, right? Like we saw the ones that like floated to the bottom of the ocean when Noni like couldn't get to them. I felt like those were the ones they were going after, right?
We saw those
just lost.
Well, are you saying because they went to the future?
Well, then, yeah. Now since we're in present day, because wait a minute, because that last episode ended with
they were in the future
putting it back.
Yes,
putting it back so the future could be secured.
Yeah, because and they did.
The way I watched it was all the artifacts that went to the bottom of the ocean that Noni lost. I thought that's what came up in the later episodes, like the stone that was in Troy, and then that tongue thing. I don't know if that was one of the artifacts lost in the ocean, but I felt like I saw the artifacts still recovered.
I think what you just said, because the tip of that axe, wasn't that a part of the lion's spear when he extended it and it got big? That was the tip of it. Remember? Well, that before he would flip it and stab her in the eye with it.
Yeah.
I gotta go back and look at that.
Yeah, I gotta look at that one a little bit closer. But just the fact that we're talking about it the way that we're talking about it, there's a want there for this.
Yeah, I know.
Again, even Sage D said it's an anthology because if it's that, it's top tier. And if it's 4 parts, we get this one, and you give me 4 more parts of like more stolen artifacts again throughout history. We can still go back and just go through history if that's the case with this one, right?
And then I got one. We can actually find out how your boy got into Wakanda and stole the vibranium that he stole, the one with the arm. I forget his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can add that
story. A good story to unfold. Absolutely.
So with that, and we'll jump to our next one in a bit, but I do want to know, was there any particular character that left a lasting impact on you? I'll go first. Bakai Memnon was for me. Like to be Doc, that's like you and me being boys, man. Straight up for like 9 years. Like how we are now. Yes. That's us. And I see nothing but soldiers coming at you. I look down at you and I give you that look like
I gotta go.
I got a job, man.
My feelings gonna be hurt, bro. My feelings gonna be hurt, cuz
that story for me was like, okay, that's Wakanda is so
ingrained in your soul.
Yeah, but it's such a way as well that it's confusing because you're like you're a good person.
Yeah.
But you have a mission to do this.
Yeah.
No matter what relationships you did, it was for Wakanda at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's why I like the sort of open borders of Wakanda a little bit throughout history or throughout stories and Marvel and stuff. Just because I like them being more collaborative or helpful or just like not to their own self. But I understand why you want to be to yourself as well. You know,
because
I
as soon as they did that, everybody came for them.
I understand that too. So I get it, but those relationships that you build with like people like, oh man, Achilles, man.
Yeah.
They were
that
boys.
was your best. Just to know that was your best friend for 9 years.
Yeah, Achilles stood up for him, man. And they had to throw down the way they threw down. And he killed them, and I was like, man, he
was heartbroken behind that, dog.
This was rough. And then when he went back and how he felt more like an outsider inside.
Yeah.
Oh, because
he had been gone for so long, man.
Because you know he's thinking about Achilles the whole time.
Yeah.
Of course.
While being back in Wakanda, and that's heavy on him.
And the line, I was going to say the line that got me when he looked at Nani was like, "Send me back out." He literally just got back. He was like, "I don't even want to be here."
Yeah.
He's like, let me.
That line hurt my heart. Like I was like, "Oh man, that sucks."
You go home after so long, and you don't feel like you belong, and you want to go back out because you don't want to be in that feeling anymore.
Hey man, hey, say it, dog.
Thank you, Sage.
Oh, that's funny.
But Jen, any character that stood out that left a lasting impact on you from this one?
The same one, because that relationship really got me too, because and nothing against the other stories that were told at all, because I loved all of them so much, and the fact and just the way they weaved in what they weaved in was just brilliant storytelling, in my opinion. But yeah, I think that one was the most impactful because I echo everything you just said, Dion. The bromance, if you will, for 9 years, and the fact that like what really stood out to me in the beginning was the way they fought with each other, like back to back, and that it was just so fluid. It was second nature. It's like, they can complete each other's sentences. And they just go in and wreck shop, and they kept each other accountable. They spoke raw to each other, even when he made that decision to go finish the mission for Wakanda. Like he's supposed to technically kill Achilles, and he didn't want to, and you saw that, which is why he cut the Achilles to begin with. He's like, I don't want to kill you.
Well, it's so bad too, because you can't, like, if you don't complete your mission, you can't come back home.
You can't return to Wakanda.
Right.
Like that's the requirement. You can't go home.
Can we also shout out to the person who thought about the communication?
Yes. The whole texting thing. And
whatever that was. I'm like,
DC?
Morse code texting in Wakanda?
Whoa. Genius. Absolutely.
I was like, okay, can we make that? Can I go to the store and buy that, please? I want that right now.
For sure.
But yeah,
we're just to jump in real quick. Derpy, next 2 segments over, we're gonna get into our fantasy casting. Emperor's New Groove, please, is what he asked on that.
I like that.
We'll admit, wasn't a fan of that one.
I love that movie.
That movie is so
with Eartha Kitt.
I love the twins.
So I know not to get off subject fully, but I'm gonna become that person who sends y'all YouTube videos to watch. I don't know if y'all watched those 2 Oz videos yet. One was an hour.
I already watched.
That's a new one where I watched, but there's a good one on the making of Emperor's New Groove, where that was a similar sort of crap show too.
Video. I got to check.
Because who was it? Was it Sting? Michael Bolton? Somebody made music. Maybe it's Sting. Made music for this idea for this Emperor's New Groove or this Emperor's movie, and they flipped it on him. They changed the entire
It wouldn't
script,
surprise me if it were staying.
direction, everything.
Really?
It's I don't know how I come across these videos. I'm just always curious. So, but yeah, I'm gonna send those to y'all tonight again too. So
I will watch it.
Any final thoughts on Eyes of Wakanda though? Legit.
I just wanted to finish what I was saying about the two characters.
Oh, I'm sorry, I jumped in. I apologize.
You good. But like I was saying, that relationship the most really just hit me just because of the story, just that whole dynamic. It's really believable because how many of us at one point had a friend for a long time, for so many years, and for some of us that friend is no longer in our lives for whatever reason. It's relatable. I think so. I think that's why it's so strong.
Yeah.
Doc, any last thoughts on
Well,
Eyes of Wakanda?
first off, the character that stuck out to me was the lion. Bro, let me tell you something.
As soon as I heard that voice, I was like,
yes,
wait a minute. I know.
Yes.
I had to look it up.
The fight scene, when he first did that spear and connected all that stuff and put the lion helmet on, I was like, oh, that's my guy. But
and then the aerial work on the clock floating in the air.
Man, it was beautiful. The first episode by far is my favorite episode. But there's one more character that did stick out to me, and people, please go and watch it. It's the Queen of Wakanda, bro. And that her whole suit, the whole growling thing when she's standing there and breathing, and you can hear it growling. I was like, man, the details, the subtle details in this show, bro, they really made it for me. And the music is absolutely awesome.
Oh, the music is gorgeous.
Yeah. Y'all go watch Wakanda. Eyes of Wakanda, please.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything. Oh, Sage D, it's actually Chris Williams who voices the lion. Yeah. Black Lightning, Jefferson Pierce.
Jefferson
Pierce. Scooter.
Yeah.
Living Single.
Which, when they first introduced the lion, I was like, y'all not gonna say the Lion King? You're not just gonna slip it in there just one time? Come on, give us that Easter egg. And they didn't do it.
No, they did.
Well, they should have put the lion in charge of their branding and marketing, because he had everything.
He really did.
With logos, with lion heads on the top of the ship, on the
coins.
The bracelets.
That's who you put in charge. But there's another guy who was in charge over the weekend, or the few weekends or two. Y'all know. It's probably the best movie I've seen in such a long time. Fired up, StreamYards. Ice Cube Worlds, as we transition from something that was amazing to something that was, in my book, equally as amazing.
Okay.
For different reasons, but let's get into it. So this is a modern reimagining of H.G. Wells' classic tale. Is a screen life sci-fi thriller, is what it's being called, in which viewers experience the narrative entirely through digital screens. Ice Cube portrays William Radford, a Homeland Security cyber analyst whose everyday digital surveillance tools are rendered insufficient when Earth comes under an alien attack. As extraterrestrials invade to consume data, Radford navigates surveillance feeds, VFX distractions, and Amazon heavy product placement in a battle that's more absurd than suspenseful. It did drop on July 30th. We finally made our way to it after Doc continually told us that we needed to watch it.
Yes.
Up until that point, earning a mere 3% on Rotten Tomatoes and being labeled by critics variously as a CGI flawed mess, shallow corporate propaganda, or a self-aware campy spectacle. No one truly knew what it was. Despite its critical failure, it's gained a controversial popularity and high viewership, making it so bad it's watchable. So bad it's good. That's where we get to at this point. So that's a mouthful for what I'm not gonna say anything about it. Jen, I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save the last one for you, Doc. Jen, your thoughts on this sci-fi screen thriller, War of the Worlds. Your data is deadly.
Yeah.
So I have to give some credit where credit is due. Where they were talking about, they're stealing your, like they're surveilling you, they're stealing your data, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, that's definitely the time we live in right now. That does track. But this was very hard to watch, especially when he's like, dude, you're supposed to be doing your job. Why are you stalking your children? Go to work.
Yeah, I agree. This movie is the devil.
He's like,
you gotta say like Bobby Boucher's mama. That War of the Worlds.
Why are you playing video games right now? Did you just end my game? What are you? Why? This was a hard watch for me.
God.
It's time I can't get back. But for the sake
Jen, so what you telling me? You didn't pop your popcorn and get ready for this good old thriller?
Nah, I just hit play and say, okay, what is this? And then I was like, oh dear.
So to give some context to, I think I did see that it was filmed during COVID, so it makes complete sense. I don't know why it sat on the shelf for so long until July 30th. I guess Amazon was like,
dude, July, not just July 30th, but July 30th of 2025.
Yeah, I think Amazon was just like cleaning shelves, and it's like when you get to something, you're like, oh,
it's like, oh yeah, we made it.
Oh man,
it's here. Hey,
but for real, Jen, I'm sorry we cut you off. But even if this did come out during COVID, would it have been any better? Come on, dog.
I think Angela season 1 was filmed during COVID.
Thank you. Oh,
okay.
My God.
Accolade.
Okay,
like, there was so many other things. Like the Power of the Rings season 1 was filmed during COVID. There's no excuse,
bro.
Also, reports had that this was a $65 million budget. I've only seen that one time.
Are you?
I've only seen that one time.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
65 mil for this movie?
You've got to be kidding me.
I looked it up on Saturday and I found 65.
Wow. I'm
all I can say, the actors got paid. I ain't mad at them for that.
Derpy, I agree. There's no way that's 65 million, but I saw it on Saturday when I was searching for it. And that's what that's the only number I found.
They're gonna get the royalties because it's so bad. People are telling people, hey, you have to see this because it's that bad.
And right now it's number 3. It's still number 3 on Amazon.
Well, do you know how it's going to make its money back? By being like one of the worst films on earth, and everybody's going to go watch it.
Yeah,
so they're still going to make money.
It does have that dubious distinction at the moment as being
65 million.
No,
that's still like pretty much.
Together, they are partners in crime, and I don't know how this was made.
Yeah, I'm finding 65 million is what I've seen.
Wow.
If y'all want to double check me, let me know.
132 million. No, you might be right for real though. Like 65 million.
Okay. So Jen, Jen, you mind if I tag in?
Tag, go.
Okay. Go for it. This was one of those so bad is good for me. And let me explain. So bad is good. the absurdity of this movie, the fact that this man is just sitting in an office by himself, tracking his daughter, tracking her refrigerator. They tried to weave in like the story, like his wife had passed away for 4 years. They tried to weave that in. They tried to make it a family thing. As soon as his son popped up, you're like, go hacker.
Yep.
I was like, you telegraphed that way too early. Then he comes back, Dad, I got something to tell you. I know it's you now. Like, I know you part of it. And it was just like, okay,
you in the cape.
Here's a funny thing too. When like the building shut down and he had all this access to like do everything, right? from that command center to do start a Tesla, everything. This man was foiled by a locked door. And I swear I burst out laughing so hard. He went on that door and pulled it. And I was like, okay, we gonna get some scenery. We gonna get out of the screens. We gonna get to see a set. None of that. Like it was none of
nothing.
Nothing.
And then here's the thing. Here's a funny thing too. Who runs like this? Like that's behind me. His son is in the streets. The phone's still here.
Yep.
And he's just running. In my mind, that's how he's running. Like it's so bad. The CGI is bad. The story is bad.
It's bad.
Ice Cube, cash that check in 2020, boy.
Like it's like you know what? I need some money. I'll do it.
He ain't really need no money.
But like it's like I could use for some extra money. The CGI.
I was just finna say, man.
Yes.
And back then, 98 Godzilla was the truth. But this right here ain't it.
Can I give it? Can I give
more locked doors?
Listen. Can I give a spoiler to Derpy to what he just said?
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, don't telegraph it yet. Don't telegraph it yet.
Okay. I won't telegraph.
But I thought this. I don't know how something like this gets made, even in 2020. The fact that you waited so long to release it now.
You have all these Sharknadoes that exist.
True, but here's the thing: Sharknado knows what Sharknado is. Yeah, I respect that.
That's true. That is very true.
This wanted to be something. This wanted to be something that, and what made it so bad is that Emily and I recently watched the first one, maybe earlier this year, because we saw it on a TV. We got nails and stuff. Long story, but. We came home and watched it, and I was like, the Tom Cruise one. I was like, I forgot how really good this movie was. Yeah, it's a really good movie. So having that still fresh on my brain and watching this, when it sat down, because I didn't watch a trailer or anything. When we sat down and watched this, I saw him load up the computer, and then I'm like, all right, we 5 minutes in, we 10 minutes in. I'm like, wait a minute, this is gonna be the whole movie. And I immediately, Doc, that's when I text you. Yeah, dude, we could make this.
Yep.
This is the movie. This is the movie right now. This is
man, we could make this.
I know. On less money.
Evil and Gloria telling him like this is weather like I've never seen before. He was like, man, I don't worry about weather.
We're all under the weather.
Real people.
Yeah, I don't watch the weather. I watch
all under the weather. It's like, God. What does that mean? We're all under the. Of course we are. We're on planet Earth.
Oh man.
Oh, that was a promotion. Like the tagline was, "It's worse than you think."
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Derpy. That was
pun intended.
Yes.
It's where so. I think that's all I got from my notes. That I wanted to talk about it. Everything was terrible. Like the acting was so bad. His son was the worst. It just.
But it's bad that I wanted this movie to be good so bad. I really.
How and why? Okay, I'm gonna give it up to you. But I'm gonna give it over to you. Why and how? Like, why did you want this movie to be so good?
First of all,
because of Ice Cube?
Yes, I wanted it to be good.
You know why? But hold on, it wasn't good. I knew it wasn't going to be a good Cube movie.
How?
Cube Vision didn't pop up at the beginning of this segment.
Hey,
if Cube Vision popped up,
you were like, okay, we might have got something. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you, really, I really wanted it to be good because I was like, I hadn't seen Ice Cube like in a movie, I guess, since what, Ride Along 2 or whatever. So I was like, okay, I guess he was, came back to do his thing. And then the fact that what you just said previously, War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise was such a good movie. Like,
that's a good film.
We are all sci-fi fans. So I really wanted this movie. I was like, War of the World 2025. How can this movie not be good? And then I sat down.
They were like, you question us?
Bro,
how can it be that?
Use your words more carefully, Doc.
I'm just saying.
But no, I understand your point, because if Ice Cube hasn't done a movie since the one you just mentioned in a very long time, it's like, oh, he's coming to do a film?
Yeah.
Okay, so it must be good if he's coming back, and then you watch it.
And the fact, like, I didn't do any research. It popped up on Amazon Prime. I was like, oh, it came out today. Let's hit play, because I always like to watch something I've never seen before.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch any promotions for this either. I went in blind, and I was just like, what is happening?
Right.
We're all under the weather.
No, bro. And when it kept going, I was like, wait a minute, he just sit here in this room and spy on his children the whole damn day? And he may do a little bit if somebody asks him, and then go back to spying on his children. Like, what kind of
what is this?
Excuse my language. What kind of existence is like? What is going? Why did they put
are we watching here?
The more upset I got, and the more I watched it, the more I started laughing. I was like, man, this is some ridiculous nonsense. And I mean,
the only drama you had was like, here's my thing. My whole thing was like, okay, who's gonna die? And then here's the thing. None of the main characters died.
None of them. Not one.
No one
and
died.
They were right in
this
the
is the first
way of the alien.
Where you have suspects of, okay, this person might die, because the fact that they were introduced here and this was happening, and then you get to the end of the film, it's like, they didn't die? Wait.
Like, I would say like even the son like in the Tom Cruise one, he didn't die. Like, right, and she didn't, and he didn't, right? Well, even though we thought they sort of did at times. But they built that neighborhood up in that movie. So when we did see like a mechanic get zapped or dusted, right?
Yep.
It felt a certain way. Like Tom Cruise knew that guy. That dude worked on his car. Or he was like, hey, get in the car, man. Get in the car. We got to leave. And here he comes. But for this one, no stakes whatsoever, man. None at all. He was tracking with the heart monitor through the Apple Watch. It was
anything.
Like they didn't even lead into his trauma and how that was such a good doorway why he was so obsessive over his children at the loss of his wife. They could have done something with that story, and how that being one of the reasons why he's so obsessed with his work. And then also just over obsessing over his kids. You could have done that storyline to a point. You could have made it work. Because the way people react to trauma differently at the loss of a loved one, it's just like you go places that you didn't even think were possible.
And the runtime for it was 1:29.
Oh yeah.
So why was it an hour 29?
It was short. So to try to get everything that you said, it was impossible.
Yeah,
it would have been impossible because we never came back. Honestly, we didn't care about that anymore once that Facebook account of his wife was deleted.
Once it deleted.
And here's the thing: he had a chance to be the sacrificial lamb here, man. For protecting his kids. Because at the end, that ending, hilarious. With those little the handle bites or whatever.
Yes. Yeah. He dropped two. I'm just saying, we all first. Let me say this: we all love Cube. We love you, Cube. Like, we love you for real.
Ice Cube, I love you, sir.
Man, his acting on this one, bro. I was like, Cube.
How did you doing, Mr. Cube, sir? How did your agent sell this to you? What was that conversation?
I got about $6 million for you. For what?
Yeah, right. But man, I was like, no. I bet you as soon as he got finished filming this, he went right down the street to the Big 3 game. It was like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at him for that. I was just, man, come on. I was like, we've seen Ice Cube act way better than he did.
Oh yeah,
on this one.
He's got some chops.
Yeah, like I said, we all love Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But this one, man, I wanted it to be good, Dion. I really did, dog. Jen, I really did. I legit did want this movie to be good.
Well, no, I can understand that because it's Ice Cube. It's like, oh, the Cube's in it? Okay, let's see.
And had I did a bit of research, like Dion said, I would have known it was made during COVID. And I was like, oh, well, we get what we get. And we don't pitch fit. You know what I'm saying?
But then again, Andor, Power of the Rings. Those
You don't have to accept it, though, man. You know that,
yeah,
right?
I'm
You
just
They were
saying.
exceptional.
But no, you at first you try to push it
they
on us
all
like it's
cost
a
more
pub. You know what I'm
money.
saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You really want to look at this? No, I don't want to look at Frank. You know what I'm saying? But I got to.
Yeah.
No. But this
Dude,
one here, I don't know if I think I'm gonna start watching trailers from now on before I hit the play button, bro.
Please don't, because that's how we get gems like these and have stuff to talk about it.
There's certain trailers we will watch, and then there's certain
For
ones
sure.
we won't watch.
Man,
Boy, you
There
know
are
what? Like,
transfers.
okay, here's a
Man.
question. We didn't ask many questions from this. I don't think there's any question that could be asked.
No.
The
Eh.
movie spoke for itself at
It
this
did.
point.
It did.
But
Volumes.
I will say this: with the popularity of it,
Mhm.
do you consider making another one? Perhaps.
Well,
Again, we have Sharknado. All of the
they got 9, 10 Sharknado.
and people
Hey,
go watch it because
half of those were good.
Really?
So that's
yeah, don't play.
hey,
Don't,
you
don't
telling me
play.
I can 50% of 9 movies with the same premise?
Were they good, Dion?
I mean,
Were they?
no.
Dog, if you see a tornado with sharks in it, bro, are you gonna walk towards that or you gonna just get in your car and drive off?
All right, let me entice you with this. He had a chainsaw and they were flying at him. And my man wheeling and dealing with a chainsaw. You ain't gonna get down with that.
No, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna get in my car and drive away from the Sharknado, bro. I'm
Listen.
not standing there with a chainsaw, a sledgehammer. I'm gone.
No.
I'm out.
No, I'm with Doc in the car. I'm like, drive,
Thank you.
drive.
My Dion standing out there waiting for the water to hit land. Talking about, no, I got a chainsaw.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna work this team here. We're gonna work on a script that we can do like this.
Okay.
And I want us to make. I know we probably won't be trending with when we do release it with this, but I just want to do it as a project to be like, hey, we did this.
Okay, now hold up. Let's divvy it up. Who doing Act 1? Who doing Act 2? And who doing Act 3?
We can get all through that as we go, man.
We
Like,
have to handle that in our meeting. We can't do this.
Yeah, I could. I could get. I don't know. I saw the word puppet down here. I was like, I could get some puppets. Put on my arms.
Okay, like on Norbit. Don't do that, dog. Oh my god!
And there's your monster, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
Oh my god!
Do some stop motion, man. But anyway,
Stop motion would be cool. I'm not gonna lie. I love
stop motion.
But this also made us think about what would our worst movies be. What are our worst movies? And we came up with 3 each. I'm gonna shoot over to Doc first because there's 3 movies out here in the streets that he's familiar with.
Man,
come on, man. I mean, we couldn't pass up this opportunity to talk about worst movies.
Are you
and
ready?
we just talk about
y'all
World of Worlds. We could
do it.
Let's do it. Y'all ready for my list? There it is. That's my list. Jen, please tell me you've seen these 3 films.
The only one I haven't seen is 10,000 BC.
Trash.
So Doc, let's go.
Absolute
Go.
Hot garbage. So
okay, so Doc, I'm gonna give you the premise. Go through them one by one to tell your reasons and why these are worst on your list.
First off, let me say to the cast and director delegation, I apologize for what I'm about to say, but let's get into it. John Travolta and Ghost Dog was in this movie called Battlefield Earth. I absolutely love both these guys. John Travolta, Grease.
John Travolta's a really good actor.
Yes. Forrest Whitaker, the king. Like Forrest Whitaker, Harlem. I mean, like he's Bumpy Johnson in Harlem. Like absolute brilliant actors, both of them. But this movie was beyond trash to me. Do you understand me? One of the worst films that they ever put on film. Absolute garbage. Man, the only time we watch this is when we have a list like this, like, man, what's the worst movie? I said, I ain't seen that trash in so long. Let me put it on. Let me remember how bad it was.
It was supposed to be his Waterworld.
It
Well, no,
was-
Waterworld. Wait, Waterworld was terrible too. But he was trying to find a franchise that he could
do sci-fi.
Yeah, yeah. Also, just some facts on that one: a budget of 44 million. In the box office, it made 29.7 million.
$44 million.
Budget, box office 29.7 million.
Now I'm gonna say this: this was a horrible movie, but it had potential to be really, really good.
I think that's what's with movies like this. That's what I find very, I don't know if annoying is the right word, but where I say I feel a lot of angst, where, to your point, Doc, yeah, there's potential in here. Like, because I think the other thing too, like, that there's certain elements I thought, well, you're pulling that from Dune, you're pulling that from this, you're pulling that from that. You're not making it make sense in its own universe. I mean, yeah, we borrow things from other things all the time. I mean, heck, like there's Star Wars was taken from concepts of Dune. There's a whole documentary about it. But it works because of the way that universe was built. It was made to make sense. And this is so deconstructed on so many levels.
Yeah, so many levels.
Yeah, I remember watching this. I honestly watched it one time.
Really?
And then
I've only seen it.
I mean,
one.
Yeah, I mean, and given that it's like it based off a novel or something like that, or a book series too, and it didn't get what it didn't do well. I just think around 2000 things were changing.
Yeah,
in film.
But here's the thing:
look was changing too, and we had just gotten the Matrix.
That book was so good. The problem is, like you said, we had just gotten the Matrix the previous year, and everybody wanted to kind of do something in that style to, like you said, build their name up in the sci-fi genre. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't work out for them.
No,
it was a Ghost Dog couldn't save it either.
No, bro.
There's so many misses.
So your second movie on your list was Simon Says, starring Dennis Rodman and Dane Cook somehow.
By far one of my favorite basketball players of all time. Okay, absolute legend. He should have never ever tried to act, and I love Dennis Rodman, dog. But this right here, you want to tell me this 6'9" dude is a spy who's supposed to be in disguise, and I'm not supposed to detect anything, bro? As soon as I see him, we got a problem. Nope, that's a spy. Why is he here in this place with all these tech guys? No, something is not right about that. Man, you can't put that man in disguise. He can't hide nowhere and not be detectable. Dog, the whole movie was not believable. Did you ever watch it and see his fighting? Did you see his acting? Did you see all the things that he did wrong?
See those kicks?
You see those kicks? I like, come on, bro. Get it together. I couldn't do it. I watched this movie once. This is one of those movies that I watched once that I thought was so bad I can't watch it again. This one.
So I don't know the budget. I couldn't find a budget on it, but would you like to know the box office number?
I want to know how much did they make?
What did they get?
$292,000 was the
box
office. $292,152.
I ain't laughing at because they all rich. You know what I'm saying?
That's bad.
Oh my God,
that's bad.
Well, is that the lowest? Is this the lowest grossing movie ever?
I would have to look that up.
I don't know if it's the lowest, but that's low for the.
What else gross lower than this? Maybe Norbit, because a lot of people hated Norbit.
Oh no, I at least made $1 million.
I'm
sure of it.
But
it had to at least make $1 million.
No, it had 292,000. You know, boy, they were so mad. Boy, the studio was probably, hey man, all y'all get off the lot.
all I know, man. Okay, and Sage agrees.
Sage just put in the chat.
6ix9ine looking like he stole Cisco's hair tattoos.
Yeah, dog.
Okay, Doc, I gotta ask you this though.
What you got?
2 years earlier, he teamed up with Van Damme for Double Team.
He did. He was with Van Damme and Double Team.
I like Double Team.
You like Double Team because of Van Damme.
It's a guilty pleasure.
You don't like Double Team because of Dennis.
Hey, that budget was 30 million. Box office, it made 48. So I mean, at least they could pay. I mean,
yeah, they
paid, marketing was paid for, and then
I was just gonna say marketing was paid for, and they kind of broke even. They did break even, I guess. You know, they say add about 10 million to see if break even. So 30, we'll say 35, and they made 48.
And think about this, Dennis Rodman, as again, it was a different time, man. This was 99 crossover. Dennis Rodman had won championships, had been on WCW, wrestling on pay-per-views against Karl Malone and DDP with Hulk Hogan. And Dennis Rodman was the hottest thing, man.
I wonder if the WWE produced this.
Oh God, no. It would have been WCW, but no.
WCW.
I don't think they did. There's no.
They ain't put the money up for this one.
There's no way. It was Morgan Creek Productions through Warner Brothers Pictures. So.
Oh wow. Well, I didn't see Warner Brothers' name on this.
Yeah, well, it was just true.
Do you wonder why? Doc? Sure. Why their name is not on this?
Oh no!
Not even the end credits.
My fault. That was Battlefield Earth. My bad. Independent artists did this one for Simon Says. Warner Brothers was
independent artist.
Battlefield.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even remember independent artists. Do you remember any more of them films?
I remember it, but I don't remember the films. I don't remember them.
Okay.
Because they were like Columbia, I think, internationally.
Okay. But yeah, that was bro. Don't go.
And then a movie you've talked about a lot before being bad. And I think I watched it because you said it was so bad.
Yeah, and give me your honest opinion before I go.
Man,
it's bad.
Potential in the idea, execution was horrible.
Terrible.
It's one of those films.
Terrible.
Even though I haven't seen it, I can make the best educated guess that the trailer was better than the film.
Yes, it was. That's the only reason we went
from the
to
directors
the movie
of Independence
theater.
Day. That's the only reason.
Tomorrow. Take that back. We didn't go to the movie theater. I was working at Blockbuster with my homeboy Willie Dynamite. And we always get the movies the week before we put them on the shelf. So we always watch them first, right? So we can tell people if it's good or not. Man, people rented this movie because of how bad we said it was. They'd had to see it for themselves to go and watch this movie to see how bad it was.
I mean, given like the budget was 105, box office 269.8, so it made its money back.
They made their money back, but this dude.
Well, I think that's because the trailer was so good. Like the trailer was just like, this actually looks like a dope movie. I will go check it out. And then you go and you're like, oh.
And this is what we had to go off on in 08 too. Like this was what they feed us. This is what we eat. This was
you are exactly right.
I'm gonna have to fact check myself on this unless someone knows Sage, Turtle, or Derpy if he's still here. I think this was one of the first films we got something like this in this time period where we see people living in this era of the world. We haven't seen anything like that on this kind of a scale.
Not this scale.
I'll count that movie with Ron Perlman and Donna Ray Chong when they were just humping on her every 3 seconds. It was kind of like this. You have not seen that film?
Which one?
With Donna Ray Chong and Ron Perlman, where they would cave people. Y'all haven't seen this? Oh my God, it's one of the worst too, but they ain't the top. But yeah, it's bad.
So I was with Sage. I was thinking Year One with Jack Black and Michael Cera.
Oh, that movie was
like Jen. They talked about like historical accuracies too. It does numerous. Well, it does have numerous inaccuracies in its depiction of prehistoric life. While woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers may have existed as late as 10,000 BC, both species were on the brink of extinction around this time, likely due to the combination of hunting. I'm getting deep in the weeds, y'all. I'm sorry.
Yep, you are.
No, that's all right. Go for it. Like that's something for me. That's one of my pet peeves when I see a film, like especially of this type of genre. You got to have your facts right. If your facts are not right, I'm going to be nitpicking left and right.
Yeah, metal tools that were used, they were inaccurate. Written languages, pyramid-like monuments. Yeah, it was. But here's the thing. I don't know if they were. If you go into a movie like this thinking about historical accuracies,
Actually,
something
most
like this.
people do.
Would you?
No,
most people do.
No, a lot of people do. I mean, like when just some of the reaction channels I watch, they get nitpicky over Star Wars. Like, why is there fire in space?
No, when you went to
even
go
though
the fire in space,
even though George Lucas has said on record, if I need to use fire for whatever reason, I'm just going to use it because guess what? It's a fantasy.
Yeah. But when you watched, what was it? The movie. Dadgummit, it was on the tip of my brain with Nicolas Cage when he's treasure hunter. National Treasure. When you're watching National Treasure, you want everything he's saying about history
so everything has to be correct.
Yes,
everything.
So you don't believe me, but people really go to the film like, okay, they really do have notes. Like, okay, check. All right, they checked it off. Like for real.
Like to tie it in back to Eyes of Wakanda, like all the history check boxes were there, but I liked how they changed some of the reasoning why those check boxes happened, like with the dude cutting Achilles. Like, oh, I like that. That makes sense for the story that you're telling. Like, you know, if you're gonna do something like that, you have to make it make sense. Like another great example is the Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nicolas Cage, and the historical references are there, but then they explained within that film why certain things were within the lore they were creating, and they made it make sense, and that's why it works. So they don't change the historical check boxes. They just give other reasonings around why it's like this in this universe.
Yeah, it definitely was not good.
But that movie I was telling y'all it's called Quest of Fire with
Quest
Ron
of Fire.
Perlman.
Okay.
But yeah, dog, that one topped the list, bro. Worst film.
Like I don't even like the actor. I don't even know.
Have we seen this actor since this movie?
I've seen that young lady who played his love interest. I've seen her in a couple of films.
But have we seen him since this one?
He's okay. So he's been on like TV wise, Chicago Fire, The Expanse, Magic City are some notable names. For movies, I mean that might have hurt him. Nothing. I mean, here's some bit roles here and there, but that's about it. Nothing as a star, I think, or like to this level. You know what I mean?
Right.
But man, it was quite the time. All the dreadlocks.
No.
I remember when I first saw a clip of the film, I was like, they're making a new Tarzan movie?
That's what everybody was like. What is this?
Okay.
Horrible.
Yeah. Because I mean, because I'm trying to think and just be like, okay, well, was that a bad movie like the last Tarzan movie? But I don't want to get us off track.
I thought that was a good one. We could talk about real quick. I want to acknowledge that Turtle said something earlier in the chat when we were talking about we're going to make. Where were we? Film.
Yeah.
At moment 9:59, he says, "Is Act 3 going to have a fireball?" I was like, "I'm going to play Pitbull's song that's all over TikTok, and we're gonna do that TikTok dance in Act 3 for the fireball." Yes,
that's gonna be. We could make a movie, guys.
We can make that work.
If that's the standard of it now, man, I can figure out some video templates. We can make this work,
and we don't need.
We can make this film.
We can make it, but Doc, those are 3 stellar top worst movies, man. So I'm up next, I think. So mine's usually, you'll see on my list when I do pull it up that they're all sequels. Because the first one was so good that the first one was so good that the second one dropped the ball massively. Ooh, and so I went with a theme this one. These are all sequels that I just thought that were the worst.
Cool.
Let's go and jump into it.
I knew that was gonna be on that list.
So
I knew that was going to be on your list.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation goes without saying.
Yeah, dog.
You know, we end that first movie with one of the most epic endings, and then we jump into a CGI mess.
CGI
and it was so bad. You have no idea. As a growing up, what was this? This was 97, right? Yes, 97. Yeah. We just came off the first one. The ending was so good.
And we were on a high.
We can't wait. I personally could not wait to get to this. And you giving me this. This looked cheap. This was just, the recasting was done. A movie that shouldn't have happened, and it was nothing but a cash grab, man. That's all it was. Wish I could say some good things about it. I got nothing. I mean, Robin Shue was Liu Kang again, so that was great. Motaro, that was Malibu from the American Gladiators. Remember that? Yep. So it was just Shanks. I mean, Shao Kahn was terrible. Raiden was recast. For some reason, he cut his hair. I don't know why.
And I don't know why they recast Raiden.
Yeah, man. $30 million budget on this movie in 97.
How much they make?
51.3. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
People were excited about this movie, dog. We talked about this movie all week before the Friday it came out. And we all left out of that movie theater like, what did we just watch?
Well, here's the thing. Just to compare. First movie was $20 million. That was the budget. Box office, $122.2 million for 1995.
Wow.
Dang.
1995.
Wow.
So yeah. Terrible sequel. My second one, RoboCop 3, man. No Peter Weller. No R rating. They killed Lewis in this. C.H. Pounder was the only good thing, but I think they killed her off too. They were like, hey, what can we do with RoboCop this time? Let's give him a jetpack. Yeah. And he can do all the things come on, man.
That was that was pointless.
Like the guy who's, oh man, I wish I knew something it was in, but just the recasting, it looked, again, we got to the point where it was a money grab because the first two did so well, but then they came back really fast with this one, I think. I don't know. Ed 209 gets unprogrammed by a little child. Yeah, he was in this. Yeah, man. After being such a massive hit, the first two, and then we get this with no Peter Weller, and I think and a karate samurai robot at the end. He was riding around in this Pimp-mobile at the beginning of it too. It was just comical, man. And I'm not saying the first two movies are cinematic masterpieces, but they were satire too. This was just, and then the samurai robot, and on a budget of $22 million, it made back 47 in 93.
I mean, they made their money back. I give them that.
Yeah, but given
just barely.
The first movie came out in what, 87?
I think so.
Then the sequel came out in, I think, 1990, and then we're like, let's put a jetpack on him. 1993. You know what though?
First Iron Man.
You know what I got? No. You know what I really got from this one though? For 93 too, was they had one heck of an action figure. That sucker was like,
and
it came with detachable. It came with a detachable backpack. Jetpack. It was a dope toy, but again, I think we had crossed over into just a territory that we couldn't redeem it, and they haven't been able to redeem it since, really.
It's like the Star Wars holiday special. The reason why that was created was so they can create merchandise and keep people going with buying merchandise for Star Wars until the second film came out. So there are movies like this that are made just purely for let's get some toys out on the market.
Boy, that was a cool RoboCop. I'm not gonna lie, but in the middle that talked. But here's the thing: it was a different time. Early 90s. He had a Saturday morning cartoon. He probably had like a cereal. Like There's no way
He
a
was on a
rated R
couple of
movie.
cereal boxes. Yep.
Yeah, there's no way a rated R movie today
He
could
was
sell
on the
toys.
Captain Crunch box at one point.
There's absolutely no way.
Yeah.
Dead or Alive, You're Coming With Me, all that stuff. So yeah, they did program Ed 209 too, man. I didn't like that. But then we move into another movie that was low-key unnecessary.
Why?
It really was, because the first one was so good.
Speed
you don't
2
have
Cruise
to
Control.
touch the first one. Just leave it alone.
The first movie was so good.
So this one made my list. Others could have made it, but this one's more specifically for a lot of reasons.
And I love Jason Patrick.
Right.
Man, he's
Okay.
a good actor.
Here's the thing. From that point on, I didn't like Jason Patrick anymore.
Really?
You know what I
Man.
see when I see
It ruined that for you?
You know when I see Jason Patrick, you know what I say?
What?
You're not Keanu Reeves.
No, don't do that.
Hey,
Don't do him like that, bro. Because he's a really good actor, like for real.
Rufus, this movie, Speed is one of my all-time favorites.
Same.
Like, no doubt, one of
Same.
my all-time favorites.
So good.
And you telling me that this is where we are with this? We are we're not on a bus anymore. We're on a ship, a cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
What else is out here? Like, it's just I lost my bullet points. Hold on. This was terrible. We all know it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much else we can say about this one, but Willem Dafoe was in it. Yes, he was probably the only redeeming thing out of this, perhaps, because Sandra Bullock couldn't even pull this one off by herself. And
I mean, how many films have we seen with great casting, but the script was not its best?
Was not all that.
But because of the casting, it worked because of the casting, because they did what they could with it.
And yeah, it just Speed 2 Cruise Controls. Sage right. It sounds like a and there's no Keanu. There's no. And I think in the story is that Keanu was given the script for this one, and he turned it down on the point that I think a quote, he was on a Tonight Show or something when he said, they asked him about it, and he said something to the degree of like, it's just like, it's on a boat, like boat slower than a bus. And it was like, this sounds terrible. And he passed on it, and he completely passed on it. And when I saw this, and I saw that it was on a boat, this is 97, and I saw it, my whole thing around this time is like, okay, Sandra's back. Where's Keanu?
Yeah.
Keanu wasn't there. I immediately dropped down in interest.
Well, you know they would have made
Then we
a lot more money.
we saw it, and you see it's on a cruise ship, and you see the premise behind it, and you're like, I'm all right. Like, and
there's no speed to this. There's no speed.
No, we're on a cruise ship, man. There's so many. This is like we're just running around. It's Die Hard on a boat, man.
Yep, that's exactly.
You got
Die Hard on a boat.
You got this much time, not like on a bus on a freeway that we can't get under 60. Like, it's a boat. And then, like I always say, the first Speed movie, there was my crush on Sandra Bullock. That's where it started. In this movie, I was like, who else out there, man? No, I'm just kidding.
For me with Sandra, it was the net. Boy, that woman.
Like, man, this stinks so much. But yeah, and then obviously the Matrix came across his desk, and here's Neo. But yeah, this was just it's left a bad taste in my for that one. But those are my three that came to mind.
That's a good bad list you got there, man.
Mm-hmm.
None of them. Usually I like to watch a bad movie every now and then, or a worse movie. These all three don't ever be watched, man. They're just agony. But Jen, I'm gonna toss yours up real quick for your top 3 worst movies ever.
Yeah, these right here, especially.
That's all you got, Jen? Yep, he's right here.
These right here. Like,
Wait a minute now. That one on the end though. I like that movie.
Man, Jen,
Man,
go ahead. Hey, Jen,
like
let's
movie.
give Jen her time. Get Jen her time. Jen, take it away.
I only saw this once, and I was young when I went to go see this in the theater. But me, the parent I was with, and then everybody coming out of that theater all said the same thing. That was terrible.
And which one are we talking about?
Godzilla.
She knew what I was talking about. She knew what I was talking about.
Godzilla. Like, this was one I was actually really excited for because for me, it was my first Godzilla in the theater. So I really wanted to see this.
Mm-hmm.
And then watching it compared to the other Godzillas I had seen, I'm like, what is happening? And then Matthew Broderick is in it. And I'm like, okay. Why Matthew?
Why is first? Why is this?
Like,
I don't want to agree with you, but I remember now.
This is just
I really
bad.
like it though.
This is just bad because, like, it was for me. It was so bad that when the newer Godzilla started coming out, I didn't want to see them because to how you feel, Dion, about Superman. I like when I saw this and then the new Godzilla's coming. I was like, I don't want to go through that again. Are we sure? I don't know, but
the design, everything was just
and
the
then
design.
The special effects were horrible. They were horrible.
Listen, I don't want to agree with you, but I remember now. Like, no, it was
the special effects
all that though.
Bad. They were just bad.
Well, even if you dive into the story too, Jen, like it
doesn't make sense. She had like there's babies under
eggs.
New York City.
Yes,
they're eggs.
Yeah.
Why?
And not just one egg, not just one egg, hundreds of them.
Let's say it doesn't make sense. Me and Jen are the same one.
In Madison Square Garden, right?
Yes. Laid hundreds.
And there was no explanation for it. Like there have never been like other story sound bites of Godzilla having babies, and then all of a sudden this one's having a baby. It's like, wait, it's female? Wait.
No, Jen, like you're not alone on this one. I think we all felt okay. I can concur with you on this one. This movie is a one-time watch for me. Was a one-time. Has always been a one-time watch. The cast of Matthew Broderick in there, and the design of Godzilla was what threw me off the most.
Oh yeah.
That just didn't fly, man. You didn't need to change the design of Godzilla, and that's been proven today with the way like Godzilla minus one. That's been
Godzilla
proven.
minus one.
Like you can go with that design and make it. This was like 100% less Americanized Godzilla.
Yeah.
And this is what we got. Some lizard thing.
A dinosaur.
That's more dinosaur than Godzilla.
It's just a regular dinosaur, yeah.
It's true.
But like they try to make everything so realistic.
Look what Sage put in the chat. My dad calls him Tuna Head.
Really?
My dad calls him Tuna Head. I love it.
But really, like, didn't they get tied up in the Brooklyn Bridge? Like the Godzilla, like didn't they get the cables?
It did.
Yep.
That's
preposterous.
That shouldn't happen. It's Godzilla. That nothing holds Godzilla back. Nothing. No.
But see, what's so wild is like through development too for this one, Jen, the original design was very similar to like a classic Godzilla. But then but then after like just going through, I think it was initially rejected by no, I think it was rejected. Then I think Columbia Pictures may have said something about it, but
geez.
and then it transformed.
Like all the big wigs just ruined it, basically.
Oh, you want? Hey, funny thing. The director of this movie, his name is Roland Emmerich. Guess what movie he would go on to direct later after this?
Oh no.
Or was it after or before? Hold on, let me make sure. One of my bad movies, Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Oh wow. Oh wow, really?
That's why I was mad. Because his predecessor was Speed 2. No wonder. It makes sense now. It makes sense why.
So they were like, hey, give him some more money. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Anywho. Jen, yeah, we beat Godzilla to death. Like, I think we
I could keep beating him too. I could
you get a dope Puffy song though out of that.
You did.
That we probably can't listen to anymore.
Yeah, we did get a dope Puffy song, Mr. Combs, who is here in New York serving time. Anyway, one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time is Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
I love Jaws. It's one of those films that I don't understand why I love it so much, but I do. In my personal opinion, all we needed was Jaws 2.
Yep.
Jaws 1 and Jaws 2, that was enough. Jaws 2, to me, made sense why they did it, how they expanded the story, how they built upon some unfactual shark science, but it worked for the film for that universe at the time. It just works. It really does. And then you have Jaws 3. Okay. And then you get this. Man. And I'm just like, why? We didn't need this. Props for main mama coming back, because I loved her in the first 2, and the fact that she came back for movie 4, but there was no reason for this. I was very disappointed. The special effects that are in here, it's just terrible.
It's so campy, Jen, because it's like just the tagline, like Jaws, the Revenge. This time.
Well, that was movie 2. Movie 2 was the revenge. We already got the revenge film. That was film 2. That was it.
This time is personal.
It was personal. The second movie, and we saw it evident. I mean, look at that. That woman literally grabbed onto it. Was like, oh no!
I didn't know we were doing. I didn't watch the whole trailer. My bad.
Did you see? Oh my god!
But you can tell that shark right there is fake. Or the first 2, it was like, it was fake, but then it didn't look fake.
Well, they did a lot. They had a lot of mechanical problems with the first one. That it made it more of a horror movie if you just saw pieces of it, or like you just saw like a fin.
They used that to its advantage.
Mm-hmm.
They used that to its advantage, which is why it worked. I mean, like even today. I mean, look at that. That's just terrible. That's terrible.
Yes, I'm about to go watch this movie, y'all. I'm telling you right now, I'm about to go watch this movie again just to remember how bad it was. Like, wait a minute. The tagline again was what? Give me the tagline of the shark. Wanted revenge. Give it to me, dear.
Jaws, the Revenge. This time, it's personal.
I'm a shark. I'm millions of miles in the ocean, and I'm gonna hone in on one person that killed. What we got going now? Come on, dog.
After all these years, I remember the woman that was never in the water. Well, she was in the water, but not like
for real. The woman that yelled, "Shut! Get out of here!"
No.
Oh, he was like, "Hey, we remember you." Hey, remember the episode of Black Dynamite where he
was on the water?
No, not that one.
Terrible.
Not that one.
But I'm sorry, people. If you ain't seen Black Dynamite. Yeah.
No, with the puppets.
Yeah.
And the sun came back.
Yes.
Ribbit. That was Baby Smooth. Ribbit. Yes. Sorry, Jen. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. This is what happened. Black Dynamite? Have you ever seen Black Dynamite, the movie?
I have not.
Well, just even the cartoon is what we're referencing there. Yes. But
okay.
Jaws, I tapped after the first Jaws.
My God.
And
all you needed was 2. 3 and 4 were unnecessary. 3 I can forgive to a point, but it still did not need to be made.
Man.
Last but not least, I have to say, Netflix, thank you so much for what you did for this show live action. Because for all of us who loved the original animated series, for me personally, I watched the original animated series a lot. When this movie was announced and the director who was taking the lead on this, I was actually excited to see this film. Because another favorite of mine movie is Signs. I love Signs. Signs is such a good science fiction alien movie. And I actually like Lady in the Water that he did. I digged it. I was like, okay, yes, sure. And then when I hear this is coming out.
Wait a minute, time out. Is this an M. Night Shyamalan joint?
Yes, it is.
M. Night Shyamalan
what? I didn't what? Oh,
yes.
When you said Signs, I was like, wait a minute, hold on. And Lady in the Water, I did not know he directed this film.
It was one of the first announcements they made after that they were bringing this live action that he was directing this film. So, like, knowing those things, like, had watching Signs and seeing Lady in the Water and The Village, I'm like, this is gonna be good. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. And then you hear that the original writers walked away from the project. I'm like, oh, okay. We'll see. I mean, well, he's still a good director. I had never been so upset during a movie, like very, very upset, where I'm yelling in the theater, like, that's not how you pronounce his name. Stop saying it. And then, like, seeing the way they did the fire bending and the earth bending, I was just like, no, this isn't it. And then changing the lore completely, this was terrible. Terrible.
Yeah, I remember.
It's so terrible. It's like the rule with Star Wars fans. If you watch the holiday special, and it's not a requirement, but if you do, you are considered a true Star Wars fan. But all of us who are Star Wars fans say, no, don't watch it. This is the one thing we agree on. Don't watch it. You don't have to watch it. Please don't.
Have to.
But if you do, you are a fan. You will get fan status, but don't watch it. This is what this is for the last Airbender to a point. It's like, oh no, you want to be a fan? You got to suffer like the rest of us. You got to watch this one. You got to understand the pain of this film.
I just remember there being like a lot of like casting controversies based on like the ethnicity and diversity within the film. I remember that being a thing that got a little bit of a backlash too. But I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Never saw it. I never saw it.
You don't have to. Just watch Netflix. Netflix did it. We're good.
Netflix.
Because
it was good.
The thing is, I never really fully got into The Last Airbender.
Okay.
And then so it wasn't high on my list at the time. But then I started hearing people talk about it. I'm like, wait a minute, man. Like, this is something like I've heard people talk about, like being not the movie, but the show being great. And then
the show was fantastic.
That fandom going into a movie theater and being disappointed. Hey, been there many times. Yeah. So I feel where y'all are coming from. Like, I get it. Like, you want something to be so great that you love, and then they give you that. You're like, no. And again, you weren't the only one. It's not like a minority of people saying it either. It's everybody for this movie. No,
it's that bad, especially with this director. Which
but can I ask you, how does he keep getting money to make movies? I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, when
The Sixth Sense was one of the best movies I had ever seen in my life.
That's the thing. Like that you just answered your own question. It's because he has other really great movies: Signs, The Sixth Sense, The Village, Lady in the Water.
The Village wasn't a good one. You take that off the list.
No, but he wrote that.
He did some good ones.
He actually has some good ones. He actually does really good storytelling with a lot of the films he has made. So
he's always searching for that twist too. He's searching for that Sixth Sense eye twist.
Yeah,
and you can't do a twist. He's become a joke a little bit because you always think there has to be a twist somewhere in his movies now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like there's got to be a seeing dead people somewhere in his, like something to that extent in his movies now, where that's what's hurt him the most. And was there a twist in this one, Jen? Was there a twist in The Last Airbender? Okay, Jen, sorry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call him twist, but like there's just the way he changed everything. Like he changed. The
whole movie was a twist, basically.
Yes, you know thank you. The whole movie was a twist. The way you pronounced the characters, the way Katara was portrayed, which is nothing like the original animation. The information about the Avatar himself and things that come later in the later seasons that Aang has completely just derailed everything in this. And then, like what I was going to say a little bit a moment ago was, Netflix made some changes to the original animation, but they made it work. Mm-hmm. It's still within the lore and the context of the original show. They just gave also more lore to some of the religions, which was actually really cool. And it actually makes more sense for Aang's story when it comes to connecting with previous lives that he's lived, because he's the Avatar and how he goes about doing that. I'm like, oh, that does make sense. I'm actually not mad at that. That's really cool. And then the way they did the script, where the original animation show is like, gosh, there's so many side quests in that show. There's a lot of side quests. It's so long. Mm-hmm. But again, this is attributed to good writing. In this live action one for Netflix, they summed it up in a couple of sentences in the second to last 2 episodes. It's like, but we heard about all your exploits about this and that and blah, blah, blah. Like they covered everything and they made it work. So these are my 3. Like these stuck with me after seeing them.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. Like I've heard from fans about it and they are fully 100% behind you on that, Jen. Just going, I mean, I'm sure we could have picked even more worse movies too. Yeah. But I kind of want to call an audible for next time. And like, so bad they're good. Because I got a few of those.
So bad.
I got a few of those. Doc, does Zombie Heist ring a bell?
Yes, it does.
Oh my goodness.
But you already know the one that's on my list that's so bad is good. 100% Norbit. You already know that. Do you know he just won Best Actor? I mean, Worst Actor and Worst Actress of the Year for that movie for Norbit. He just won that.
Because he played he got a Razzie for both.
Yes. I was like, damn, they really did like this movie.
They made it perfectly clear. But those were our worst movies to go along with our, I guess, call it War of the Worst is what we just went through. So that was.
Stay tuned for the All-Star Fandom remake.
Yeah, man, it's coming. It's coming. But let's also get to our Disney fantasy casting.
Yes.
So, Jen, I think you're going to be up first. So this is an opportunity where we fantasy cast live action Disney movies that we want to see as live action movies. Yes. And this is our cast for it. We all have our specific picks. We picked our cast. I'm glad y'all put on their directors and whatnot, because I forgot to do that. So I appreciate y'all doing that for me as well. So, Jen, I think you're up first for this one. I will say, main character, I got some questions because we got questions. You left question marks at that one too. So here's your casts for your movie. If I can get it up. Oh, sorry, one more. There we go. Yes. So here's your fantasy casting, and yours was the Sword in the Stone.
This like I can see this really both as a movie or a streaming show if you want to get more story out of Arthur, because this, for those that don't know, the Sword of the Stone is about King Arthur and basically how he becomes King Arthur pulling the sword out of the stone. It's the Disney version of that classic story. And it's one of my favorite all-time classic Disney movies. It's one of those VHS tapes. I'm surprised that tape did not break with the amount of times I watched it and rewound it so many times.
Oh, clamshell.
Yeah, growing up, it was just one of those films. Like it's either I either have that in Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, like just on rotation. Growing up. So for me, one of my favorite all-time English actors, directors is Kenneth Branagh. And I loved his rendition of the live action 2017 Cinderella that he did. That stars Lily James. I thought he did a phenomenal job. So I think he would be a great director pick to do this film, because it's King Arthur. It's part of English literature, and Kenneth Branagh has actually done a lot of classic works. He was King Henry V back in his day for a time, so he knows how to do classics. But my pick's for Merlin.
Question for you, Jen, by Sage D.
Yes, will the squirrel be in the version? I was going to ask that question.
How can you not have the squirrel scene in this version? You need the squirrel scene. If I didn't get the squirrel scene, I would be very disappointed. For me, so I would love to see Patrick Stewart as Merlin. I love Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, because your note said no beard.
Nope. Do not put a beard on that man. He don't need it. Let Patrick Stewart cook the way he looks, the way he is. He don't need it. And then for Archimedes, I would love for Tom Hiddleston to voice Archimedes. I could just see that pairing in my mind.
That'd be good.
For Wart or Arthur, I actually would like to go with an unknown young actor for this one.
Which made your poster a little tough. So there's
if
you zoom in a little bit, because I thought it would show it better. There's like a silhouette of a shadow of a person underneath like where the stone is. I thought it would show it better, but I was like, I don't know who Jen wants. I want to put their main person on the poster, but
I'm sorry.
Is there so here's a quick question. Is there someone like that, that you could describe, like Tom Holland type sort of actor or something like that?
I would say closer to the actor who just did Hiccup, because I think for a live action Sword of the Stone movie, we are going to have to age up Arthur a little bit, like what we did with Hiccup in the live action, because technically Ward or Arthur in this film, he's like, what, 12 years old?
Yeah.
Right, he's a squire. He plays Sarah K. Squire. So, but I think for the sake of this film, I think it's right to age him up a little bit. So I would actually like to see an unknown actor take the helm, to be given the opportunity to play a young Eggsy from Kingsman as Wart. He's too old, but that would be a great pick. I'm not gonna lie, but I think he's a little too old for it. But Eggsy would kill it. But I would love to see an unknown, come in and get an opportunity to play a youngster that, you can have fun with it, because he's a floppy teenager. He's skinny. He's not really coordinated. He has to learn how to write and read and all this stuff. And then for Sir Ector, Nick Frost. I need Nick in this one. And then for Sir Pellinor, I would love for Kenneth to make a little bit of an Easter egg moment.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
I think he would, like, for that character, I think he just has that presence for that character for it. And then Madam Mim, Helena Bonham Carter, please and thank you. That's my pick.
She would be great.
Right?
She would be great in that part.
She's
that crazy.
She could do anything.
A crazy witch in the middle of the woods. Yes,
and she can sing.
I feel like she's done that already.
Yeah, she did. But
that's what I'm saying. I feel like
Bellatrix the
in this particular film, When she was like,
she's done it
if
multiple
Merlin
times.
sees something good in you, that must means I gotta destroy you. No, ma'am, you don't have to.
Wasn't she in Sweeney Todd too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she's
was
in
in Sweeney
Sweeney
Todd.
Todd.
Yeah. No,
Sweetie Todd. She's the
that's
fairy
perfect.
godmother in the live action Cinderella I mentioned.
Yep.
And oh my gosh, she was the best fairy godmother. I loved her.
No, Jen, this was really, really good because I think a movie like this would work in live action a lot better than a lot of their usual like or most recent Disney Renaissance musicals sort of thing. This could work a lot better. Speaking of music,
just one other note real quick. You mean I don't have a problem with, certain films being brought into live action, but I think there are certain stories that don't get enough love that need to have that kind of opportunity. And I think Sword of the Stone is one of them.
And stories that work better in live, like that would thrive in live action would be something like this too.
Yeah. It's a coming of age story for Arthur. That's what it's also what that is. It's a classic coming of age story. It works.
So with music and everything said too, is there a composer off the top of your head that you could probably think of who you would want for this?
That's hard. I think the first one that pops in my head, because it's one of my, after John Williams, it's my second favorite composer. I would love Hans Zimmerman to do the score for this film.
For sure.
Definitely.
Would love for Hans to do it.
Most definitely. And he would destroy
it.
Exactly. Hans Zimmer would be great for this. Jen, no notes on this one. This was dope.
Thank you. That's why I said last week, I'm doing this one. No one else can have it.
Well, here's the thing. It just works well as a live action movie too. I feel like it'll work great for it. Doc.
Yo.
Yes, Sage, I agree. The original one with Glenn Close, absolutely.
Okay, Cruella was a really good movie too. It was surprisingly
absolutely Emma Stone.
Really good movie. It's probably one of the better live actions too. But Jen, thank you for fancy casting those sorcerer. Not sorcerer, sword in the stone. Now I'm thinking about sorcerers now because I still looked at Merlin and everything.
Yep.
All today. So Doc, you're up next for your fancy casting. For your live action Disney movie. Tell us what your pick was. I may have given it away though.
So Atlantis, The Lost Empire.
Yes, this is one that needs to be remade.
I don't know why this movie has not been made yet.
It has so much potential. It's so good.
Yeah. This movie, I think this cast that I put together, boy.
Yeah, which is a lot to try to get on a poster. So you got your three main characters here.
Okay. So we're gonna start at the top with the director, Ryan Coogler. Man, he's hot right now. I think he would make this movie so awesome. We just saw what him and his team did.
Especially with the cast that you. Sorry to cut you off. Especially with the cast that you put together.
Yeah,
I think this is his type of cast too.
Reading it, I agree. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start with the composers of this film. We all know, we know the music of Ludwig, and I'm gonna mess with his last name. Yeah. Göransson. He did the music for Wakanda. Not only did he do that, he did the music for Mandalorian.
And Sinners too.
And Sinners. Okay. Yes. And Pinar Toprock. I think I said her name right, but she did the film score for Marvels. And put them together for Atlantis. Yeah, you talking about some out of this world music that makes sense and it make you feel something. That's what I'll be looking for.
For me, it'll be one of those soundtracks. I'm like, oh, I'm getting this one on vinyl. Mm-hmm. It will
be just like what I did with the Star Wars soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? And the Superman soundtrack. But I digress. So Milo Thatch, Justice Smith. I think he would be the perfect Milo Thatch.
Love him.
Dog. He can play the nerd guy. He can play the cool guy. He can play whatever. I think this young man would do an excellent job. I don't know if y'all seen Sophia Boutella in the new series on Netflix. It is called oh my God, it slips my mind right now. But she's like she's not a warrior princess, but she's a warrior who kind of left the kind of like left her people to become more docile because she didn't want to kill anymore. But she was so good in that show, bro. Let me look it up right quick. Give me 1 second.
She was in Rebel Moon too.
Rebel Moon. That's what it slips my mind.
Okay, yes.
Rebel Moon 1 and 2.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
That's the one I was thinking. That's the newest one I was thinking of. I think she would be so good as Princess Keita in this film. You know what I'm saying? And the guy that funds this trip, Wendell Pierce, as Preston B. Whitmore, I think he would be great. I keep thinking about him.
Cigar?
Yes, he does. And I keep thinking about what I want. Like, I don't want him all grayed out like, Mr. Whitmore was, but I want him kind of like in his Suits type vibe. You know what I'm saying?
The salt and pepper.
Yeah, with the salt and pepper. Yeah, so that's how I'm thinking about it, right? So Helga, which is, the beautiful blonde, you know what I'm saying? That, turn her back or what? The whole team turned their back on Milo, but that's neither here nor there. But Ivan, I'm gonna mess her name, Strahovski. I'm pretty sure y'all might have seen a couple of films she's been in, like Predator.
She was in Chuck too.
She was in Chuck. Yeah,
she was in Chuck and Dexter.
And Dexter, yes. So I mean, beautiful, good actress.
She was in Mass Effect too, I think. Wasn't she in video game too?
And she was in the Handmaid's Tale. She was in the Tomorrow War with your boy.
Excuse me.
She
was Miranda from Mass Effect 3. My bad. I got off course. I was like, wait a minute. That's the first time I think I saw her in anything. It was a video game.
She can play this role. I think she would be awesome playing this role.
I like her too.
Vinny, our explosive cat, Bobby Cavanaugh.
Yeah.
He could play that role to be the guy that likes to blow up stuff but also loves flowers. Come on. He can play that role. All right. And then Paul Walter
Hauser. A mole again, man.
Huh? Yes.
Make him play a mole again.
Because he was perfect. He was just the mole in Fantastic Four. He was perfect. Yes.
Okay. I thought that was.
Yeah. He was perfect. Why not?
Typecast
you
this
are
man.
Typecasting.
I'm not typecasting. I just think the guy he's absolutely perfect for this movie. You know what I'm saying? For this film. He almost looked just like, I think he could do it. I know he can do it. Commander Rourke, Neil McDonough. No, say it. That dude, I mean, I'm not saying we typecast him, but to play a heel in a movie, yeah, he's the guy. Now this one,
Did I leave out one for you, Doc? I'm sorry.
Did you? I don't
for Winston Duke.
No. Yes,
I did.
Yes, you did. Yep, you did.
Sorry, I
Dr. Sweet
it later. Yeah, Dr. Sweets. My bad.
Because he's on
the cast list was so long, man.
Well, this is the main. These are the main characters. These are the main characters you have to know in this film. But anyway, Winston Duke as Dr. Sweets. If you know the film, you know the film. He's right there behind Justice. Rachel Zegler. I loved her in West Side Story. I didn't really love her in this new version of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but I think she could play Audrey in this film. A little sassy, know it all. I think she'd do a real good job in this
one. This is my only one where I'm like, about, but she does have chops. I have to give her that.
Yeah. Cookie, Tony Shalhoub. He can play any character. I always think of my boy on Men in Black.
Oh yeah, love Monk though too. Monk was
absolutely love
such
Monk.
A good show.
Yes.
Yeah.
The King of Atlantis, the Djimon Hounsou. Of course, I would want him to be the king in any movie if I write it, because he is such a great underrated actor. Like people that man's been in just about you name a big film, he was in it. Now I know I'm gonna mispronounce her name. Farhani. I cannot pronounce your first name.
I don't.
But I looked at him. Can you pronounce her first name? Is it Goldshift? I know I messed that up.
What else is she be in? Because I don't recognize her name.
So she was in. Let me pull it up because I had it up here earlier.
She was in. Well, she's been in like the Extraction movies.
Yeah, both
recently.
Extraction movies, and she was in the movie with the Upside with Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, in my mind, I'm like, Djamin and her together would make Sophia. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Miss Packard, the lady on the phone, Lunel, she sounds just like her.
That was a funny one.
She sounds just like her, and she would bring, the comedic flair to the role. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, 1,000,000%.
So that's my movie, man. I think that movie would be awesome.
This is one I think that needs to be put in live action too. This is on my list of why aren't we making this in live action? It needs to be live action. 1,000,000%.
It's interesting that with what Disney is picking, I know they're going like with what's more notable,
mm-hmm.
And what's more popular. But I mean, you got like a lot of things that you could pull from that could make way better live action. This could be a better live action than animated. It could end up being like that, and even like the Sword and the Stone, it could be the same way, in the same vein.
Well, because the thing is, though, there's actually a big fan base for Atlantis, for Treasure Planet, for Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, there's a lot of fans who love these movies more than some of the other classics. Because I think Hunchback of Notre Dame should also be made into a live action, the Disney version.
Yeah.
But like fans would turn up for this. I already know it. Like people would go.
Yeah, I like this. This is one of my favorite movies, bro.
This was solid casting all around, man. I like this too. And again, Wendell Pierce, anything, if you put him in there, I'm probably gonna see it either way. Sophia, when I remember the character, and I was like, what's the girl from Flash? Candace, from the TV show.
Which character?
She's her name leave me. Barry Allen's wife.
Iris?
Iris, yeah. That's who I picked. Or that's who came to mind for when it came to
Princess Keita.
Mm-hmm. That was my thought. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. That one came to mind when I saw her again because I was putting all these pictures together and I was like, she came to mind first. So, but no, this is dope, man. Again, Justice Smith, that's a good change, and I think just the casting that you have, Ryan Coogler could work with this.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think, man, I don't know how many times you can catch lightning in the bottle, bro, but he can't miss. For real, dog.
He can't. He ain't missing, man, to be honest with you. But okay. So that was a good one. And I think we're all on the same path here, because it's like, what would make essentially a good live action movie?
Right.
What pieces can you use? What things can you do? And this is one that I've been waiting on for a very, very long time.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people want this.
Oh yeah.
So badly. Badly.
It's Hercules. So I got a lot of pushback from Emily on who I picked for Hercules, but she can't unsee him as that little goofy looking kid.
Really?
She can't see Will Poulter as anybody else than that, like little goofy looking kid. He looked like Sid growing up. Remember?
He did.
He could have played a live action Sid.
He did.
But now, like okay. So let me go down the list real quick. So director, I'm getting Peter Jackson for this.
For sure.
Who can tell? Who can be more epic?
For sure.
We'll give him a 3-movie deal. He likes 3-movie deals. We'll give him a 3-movie deal to do this too. Peter Jackson, 3 movies. Here you go. Hans Zimmer, on the same vein. Jen, come on. You got to do that.
Let's get that.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
You got to. So I get to Hercules. Will Poulter. I scoured and thought, like, who could be this? I thought, like Jen, I almost thought you, like an unknown sort of actor. Somebody could fill that jawline or something like that. But I started thinking.
There's just certain characters where it's good to take that risk.
True. But I started looking at the rest of my cast list, and I was like, well, you could go unknown with Hercules. I mean, they kind of did that with Aladdin. which was fine.
It
but
worked.
It worked, but I was like, I kind of like Will Poulter for this one. I looked at him. He's bulked up since Adam Warlock.
Mm-hmm.
I think he can pull this role off.
Okay.
Ariana Grande, she's just gonna be in everything. We need singing. Come on over.
We need Ariana as Megara.
She gonna be in it.
We need singing. Come on over.
She gonna be in it. She gonna kill it.
Well, she actually did sing a Zero to Hero on the David Foster Disney album he put out some years ago, and that's a great rendition.
Well, she's here for it. But I got something later after that one though. Tom Hiddleston, Jen, we're putting him in our Disney movies too. I put him as Hades.
He's actually been a fan pick for this role for many, many years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like when
really.
Yeah, and this started when the live action started coming out. People started doing fan casting, and a lot of people want Tom Hiddleston as Hades. Like he's been a fan pick for that many times.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people.
I started thinking like who could be like James Woods, but
like there's also a talk among the fans that they actually want Chris Hemsworth to be Hercules and have Tom Hiddleston as Hades.
Okay,
to kind of get them back together.
But that was one of my picks. I started thinking like Jeff Goldblum too, but we've seen him in characters like that before, and like in Ragnarok.
I agree. We need someone different.
Mm-hmm. Zeus. I got Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Zeus. I went back and forth between him, Jeff Bridges, and one more. Gerard Butler were the three that I tried to narrow that down, but I like Jeffrey Dean Morgan, man. There's a charm to him. Hannah Waddingham, she's from Ted Lasso. That's who I picked for her. That's all she's been in other stuff, but to be Hera, to be his wife, I was like, I think that'd be pretty dope. Phil, we just gonna CGI him. We gonna get Danny DeVito in here.
You can't get anybody else for that character.
We gonna get Danny DeVito in here.
We're just gonna. You can't.
Yeah, we're just gonna get him back in here.
Let's CGI him. Put him in a film.
Yeah,
Danny DeVito's voicing this character, man.
That's it.
No doubt about it. But the biggest casting within all of this, and I didn't do a picture or anything, but I wrote it down, were the muses.
The muses
for this one.
Ooh.
The muses were always going to be like, who do you get?
Please tell me one of them is Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson?
Hudson, yeah. Please tell me that J Hud.
You'd be correct. So yes! I wanted to blend like a little older, a little younger, a little good mix.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the one like casting me and Emily go back and forth with all the time, because in my mind, I'm letting them do all the singing. Like, we got Ariana Grande, we're gonna give her a song, but they're singing every song. Yeah, like they're the background music for this movie. So Jennifer Hudson, I'm putting SZA in there.
Ooh.
And Doja Cat in there. Danielle Brooks, she was Tasty off of Orange is the New Black.
Oh,
and she
the whole
was in,
choir.
And she was in. These are the muses. This is 5, so I'm getting her in there. And Anika Noni Rose, she was Tiana from on
Dream Girls too.
Yes.
Yeah. So those are my 5 muses.
Those
live
are
action. Jennifer Hudson, SZA, Doja Cat, Danielle Brooks, and Anika Rose are my muses. I don't think I can go wrong.
No,
with those 5.
I can hear that harmony, boy. That'd be nice.
I was just about to say, like the way they would harmonize as muses, and then you throw in Ariana singing "I Won't Say That I'm in Love with Them." Oh my goodness!
Yeah, that's when we gonna write these joints, man.
Man, and, I mean,
write them and send them to Disney. Be like, hey, what's up?
Well,
here's a casting list. Make it work.
Well, can I share my pitch for a streaming show for Sword of the Stone?
For sure. Yeah.
Because I've thought about it. Like, what if it were a streaming show if we wanted to get more story out of Arthur and like maybe carry it a few seasons to where like we see him as King Arthur. We just don't stop where he pulls it out, but we go a little further.
Yeah.
What I think would be cool is you see this guy graduating with a PhD from Oxford, getting his diploma, getting off stage, and then going to talk to the president of that university, basically saying, so this is it, you're going to go back. And he says, yeah, I have a lot to do. And we discover that the character is Merlin. He goes back in time to go help Wart.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's really good, Jen.
Right?
Oh, wow.
I was like, where are you going with this? And then you got that. It's like, oh, it's Merlin. Oh,
and the fact that's what Merlin do all the time.
Because he time travels. Yep. He goes to the future to learn about the future. Why? Yep. To educate the Wart. Yep. Because he's going to be king.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Make him a PhD at Oxford.
He told that boy about helicopters and trains. He should not have said none of that.
And then Archimedes going, ha ha, men will fly someday, just like a rock.
I'm like, but no, that's crazy.
No, that would be really good.
That would be good.
See?
Hey, I like these fantasy castings, man. They're fun.
We have to keep doing this.
We have to, because so much fun. All three of these movies should have been made by now. A Herc movie should have been made. I should have been hearing Zero to Hero.
Atlantis and Herc.
Yeah. I mean,
I would
the
even
property's
argue,
there.
I would even argue Treasure Planet. I would love that as a live action.
Yeah. They work a lot better than the ones they've done already. Like Jungle Book was probably the best one. I love Jungle Book. I've rewatched that one multiple times.
I have a short list of the best live actions, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's like that for me, that Cruella and Mufasa was okay.
But is it live action though?
Technically.
I was gonna say technically it is, but
because I feel that the Jungle Book that Jon Favreau did with the animals came off a lot better as real animals that talk.
Well, that's the thing. They had way more facial expressions than the first Lion King movie.
But they looked more real than
they did.
They I'll give you that. But that first Lion King was like a National Geographic movie. Like for me, it was. That's how real it looked to me. But you couldn't get any emotion out of an actual lion. An actual lion can't smile or do all that stuff that you needed it to do. That's what they did in Jungle Book, and then they righted the ship in Mufasa by giving them more facial expressions. We saw them laugh, we saw them get sad, we saw all that. So they fixed it in Mufasa. That's the only pass. That's the reason I kind of give them a pass for that. Not a pass, but like I add that to my better ones. But I don't. Yeah, man. I know we talked about Gal Gadot and Snow White. I just went back and watched all her scenes in it. Boy, that song, boy.
I told you.
I still haven't watched.
It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds long, bro. Like
that's way too long.
I still haven't watched it yet. For me, the actress who played Snow White, how she behaved on the press tour, for me personally, was just not right for the brand.
The whole thing was off-putting. The whole
it's a personal
movie,
thing,
promotional. No, I understand, Jen. Oh yeah, I get it.
It's one of those films where I'm like, well, it's a fairy tale on purpose. If you don't like the messaging, why are you doing the most iconic fairy tale princess that basically started
the first one that did start the whole thing?
Like when Walt Disney made Snow White, he was told that no one would sit down and pay attention to that long of a film ever. Like there was just like people talking stuff that didn't make sense, and it was just dissuading him from making the film. And then it was the catapult to Disney films after that.
Still,
not only that, they told him. Yeah, I was gonna say they told him that nobody would want to watch animation like that. I was like, what?
Well, they would put it before like the real movies or something, right? Like it'd be like a little cartoon short or something like that, and they'd be okay with that. But
and then Walt was like, no,
full movie. Thankfully, it worked.
It did.
It sparked a lot of stuff. That's what kicked off Dorothy and, you know what I'm saying, them goals, the red ruby slippers. You know what I'm saying? If it hadn't been for Disney.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Because they were like, oh, people want this. Yeah. So let's give it to them.
Let's give it to them. Yeah. And then the combination, like with Mary Poppins, where you do live action with animated characters, genius.
Yeah, probably another YouTube video I'll send you. Corridor Crew, they break down VFX and they break down like the early VFX stuff, like from that.
Nice.
It
Yes, on that.
looked like a daunting task, but but that was our, especially that time. But that was our Disney fantasy castings. We had Sword and Stone, we had Atlantis, and we had Hercules that we want to see made with live action, and we even did the hard work. Disney, we cast it for you already. So all you have to do is send the check here.
Yep.
To New York, to Texas, to Georgia.
Yep. And fly us out to LA and we'll be there. Or excuse me,
well,
Anaheim.
you give me a lifetime pass to Disney World. You got me for life, man. Like what you want? What you want?
As long as I go to Galaxy's Edge, get my blue milk, check out the palace, ride some rides.
What you want? But
have my churro.
So we're at the, man. I gotta get back to Disney. Dang it. But that leads us to our last segment here, our Fandom Soapbox. I know we covered a lot again tonight. We covered Eyes of Wakanda, War of the Worlds, War of the Worst, with our picks of Disney fantasy casting. Is there anything, Doc, throw it to you first. Is there anything on your mind within a fandom, some you want to celebrate, some you want to get on your soapbox and sort of shout out?
I just got to say this. After us doing the worst films ever, dog, I'm just sitting here thinking they really gonna move forward with this Blade. Man, I hope it ain't trash, dog. Like for real.
There's been I think since they're starting from scratch again, there might be a chance that it won't be.
I was just sitting there thinking like, man, oh, that will hurt my heart so bad. But that's what I was really thinking about. I was like, man, because we really worked on them worst lists. Like all the movies were trash, and they were done by some people who have a name behind them. You see what I'm saying? I would hate to see Mahershala Ali being like a horrible.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The chance of that happening at this point, I hope would be low. Seeing how like it's a fresh start, man. I don't think they're even using the same script or same idea from that because it was a different time. I don't even know if they're going to address Eternals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on what they decide to use and not use. But
yeah,
I think I'm more hopeful. Again, Marvel for me, they've earned.
You always give them a little hand up compared to DC.
I gotta give them some leeway, man. They've been at this thing for what 15 plus years now.
It's been a minute.
I think we're getting close to 20, aren't we? Almost
probably.
20 years.
Yeah. So I'm to a point where I'm like, okay, you might stumble here or there. I get it.
Everyone does. I mean,
everyone does.
With Night Shyamalan, that was a big stumble.
You giving me more, like maybe more like happier in the theaters than anything. Quantumania wasn't great. I'll give you that. But Fantastic Four was amazing to me.
Yeah.
You got more hits than you got misses.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you don't go in there hoping for a crappy movie. Nobody really does, right? But you got a track record because you pulled off one of the biggest universes in movie, like the first ever like fully universe in movie, full universe like this in movies.
Well, since Star Wars and expanding it before Star Wars expanded.
Exactly.
Let's give them their props. They expanded their universe before Star Wars did.
To constantly do that for 20 years and keep adding, it's a comic book run at this point, man. Like it's a volume. There's the phases are volumes. You gotta watch them, you gotta read them, whatever. They've given us comic book on screen.
Yeah.
That we can go through every single time, phase 1, volume 1, phase 2, volume 2. I give them a lot of leeway, man. They got more hits than they got misses, man. Like they still over 500, way over 500.
Yep.
So I'm just like you said, I get it, but that's one that worries me. And then they start shooting next year. That's what they say. So I'm excited and worried at the same time.
Jen, anything for you on your Fandom Soapbox to end the night?
Yeah, with the recent picture that surfaced of Walt malfunctioning, please fix his face.
She really don't like that. She really don't like Walt. At least not that version of him.
I had to.
Well, it's good to know now that after this, I think they're going to leave him in the park. I think he's going to be side by side with Lincoln in there.
Oh,
Not in the same
wow.
thing, but like he's
Okay.
going to have a show in Lincoln, so he's going to share the marquee
Cool.
with Lincoln, which is kind of dope, seeing how that was the first animatronic, and now Walt's in there with him. So
that's cool.
That is kind of dope.
anything else you got to say, Jen?
Do I have anything else to say? No, I'm good. I'm good for this.
Oh man, wait! This was a fun one, and for everybody's in the chat, thanks. If you like this, come back next week. Bring a friend. Tell them to just jump on, and we can chop this up. But no, Jen, let's close this out. Tell me where they can find you. I'm sure they know by now, but let them know.
Yep. So if you want to follow me, I am on Instagram and TikTok at Nerdiqua. And then I also have a podcast called Rocking the Bald Pod. Also on Instagram, you can follow me there. And I'm here. I'm on All Star Fandom with the guys. So I'm here. I'm on social because I'm social.
And Doc, go ahead and close us out for the night, man.
All right. Hey, we'd like to thank each and every one of y'all for staying in and tuning in with us through this long but wonderful, glorious, fun night.
Man. I'm trying to get us under.
But that's all right. Hey, we still got people in here with us. That's what I'm saying. I appreciate each and every one of them. Yes. And y'all, look, remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Please, that helps us with the algorithm. We're on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and of course, Instagram. And go like, follow, and share on all of those platforms. And until next week, next Wednesday is me, Doc. That's Dion. That's Jen. And we out this thing.
Peace. Bye.